Contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ECWA Unified Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, hailing from Newark, New Jersey and Buenos Aires, Argentina respectively, weighing in a total combined weight of 358 pounds, Bandido Jr.
Forward to checking out this matchup for the ECWA Unified Tag Team Championships. I think Azrieal and Bandido, one of the most underrated tag teams in professional wrestling throughout the East Coast, ECWA and beyond. They had a great showing in the K-Cup late last year, made it to the semifinal round. And what about the effort of Bandido Jr. in the ECWA 16th Annual Super 8 just a couple of months ago? Made it to the finals, had an amazing outing, just a miraculous effort until, well, at the end of the day, Bandido's body just gave out on him. Too much pain, too much punishment, suffered an abdominal injury of some sort, and as a result, Papadon was smart enough and resourceful enough to capitalize almost instantaneously and pick up that trophy and add to his unbelievably decorated resume. But right now, Azrieal and Bandido could add the tag titles to their own personal trophy case.
And their opponents, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada and Vietnam respectively, weighing in at a total combined weight of 397 pounds, they are the current, reigning, and defending three-time ECWA Unified Tag Team Champions, Damien Dragon and Matt Saigon Fusion DS!
Ensure all residences are secure with all doors and windows firmly locked and barricaded.
Well, this is a tag team that should be on top of the world right now because they survived a year-plus long rivalry with the Midnight Sensations and did something that very few individuals can successfully do in professional wrestling these days. They ran their rivals straight out of town. Loser leaves town, loser leaves ECWA. Last time Fusion DS met the Sensations, and it was goodbye Sam Shields and Chris Rockwell because Fusion DS decided, or rather determined, that they were the dominant team to beat here in ECWA. But it seems to me, from what I've heard, from what my sources have told me, is that this little bit of chip on the shoulder of Fusion DS has only grown worse now that the Sensations are gone from the area. Originally, Fusion DS had a big-time change of heart and attitude because they felt that the fans had abandoned them in favor of the Sensations. The fans had started to cheer the Sensations in a number of matches, voted them to win a number of the ECWA year-end awards, including Tag Team of the Year and Moment of the Year. And I don't think Fusion DS are over that yet. I think they feel like maybe they didn't get the respect they deserve, but certainly it's the fans' prerogative to support who they like, and seems right now they're pretty smitten with Azrieal and Bandido Jr. And that could be a visual we see replicated at the end of this matchup that we just saw a moment ago with Azrieal and Bandido raising the Unified Tag Team Championships. Created when the ECWA and TWA Championships were unified some months back.
You guys ready? You guys ready? One in to start.
And the official trying to keep control early. Certainly all the officials in ECWA have been privy to the wild matchups Fusion and the Sensations have had in recent months. Probably not what we're going to see here tonight. No blood feud, no major rivalry, long-term at least. Of course, the professional stakes of calling yourself the tag team champion is always the forefront on anybody's mind. As it's Damian Dragon now, starting out with Bandido Jr. Center of the ring, it's Bandido, of course, wearing his mask as a bit of an homage to his father, the original Bandido. Of course, in the Lucha Libre, Latin American professional wrestling culture, the mask is sacred. It represents your entire identity. Really a lifestyle. So much tradition behind it. So many family values. And certainly something that is really passed down from generation to generation in a lot of instances. And Bandido Jr. for a while didn't wear the mask, but has decided to dedicate his ECWA career to, well, to his father, to the entire Lucha Libre tradition. But going to take a lot more than tradition and a good bloodline to Best Fusion DS. And check out the leg strength of Bandido to bridge up on that knuckle lock and drive Dragon down. Dragon bridging his neck up to keep the shoulders off the canvas. This can be a pinning predicament. With your opponent over top of you like that, it's very difficult to get out of. And Bandido, I would say the more agile of the two, but not by much, as Dragon proves. Both men's shoulders down momentarily, but both men the presence of mind to get back up, and this is just great back and forth counter wrestling. Bandido quickening the pace in a Lucha Libre style. Arm drag takedown, now Japanese style overhead, and Bandido Jr. stringing some offense together on one half of the champions, and now we see the good guy, Azrieal, tagged in for the first time since the opening of the matchup. Back suplex, cover. Azrieal and Bandido, certainly no strangers to teaming with each other. Team together in and out of this organization. The tag is into Matt Saigon. And you know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding that rivalry with the Midnight Sensations. Illegal men getting pinned. Brawls all over the building. I think even though they're obviously the reigning champion, I think Fusion DS in their mind feel that they themselves have something to prove out here. They only get to count a one, however, on Bandido in that exchange. I think that goes back to just Fusion feeling disrespected by these fans, by the ECWA matchmakers, by just everybody, and the fact that they, well, check this out, quick hurricane run, a takeover by Azrieal. Azrieal and Bandido doing a great job of quickening the pace and catching Fusion off guard. But it really goes back to not just the popularity of the Sensations for winning the K-Cup, but the fact that Fusion had to defend the titles in the K-Cup and didn't know until the day of. Great combo in the corner there, but rather than deal with it like champions, they decided to pout and politic. And that lost a lot of respect in the eyes of a lot of people. So in my estimation, Fusion's got nobody else but themselves to blame. And my question is, are they learning from those mistakes? My sources say that's very, very questionable. We'll see how this match progresses. Reversal mid-ring, Bandido able to connect with a leg lariat, another quick tag to Azrieal. You see the good guy directing traffic. Azrieal, the young veteran, been just about everywhere there is to be in this industry. And a huge double flapjack, nicely done. And notice Dragon lands in enemy territory, the Azrieal Bandido corner, as Azrieal gets 2 and change on that exchange. Azrieal looking real good tonight, just punishing Dragon, smothering him into the corner. And Dragon in trouble, looking for a way out. Doesn't find it. And Azrieal, man, you can hear, you can feel that impact. Azrieal and Bandido have been aiming for a tag title shot
Get
for
out of here, Azrieal.
months and months now. This is the first opportunity they've had that I can recall in quite some time. So, to say the least, they're making the most of it. Bandido charges in. Azrieal and Bandido using that south of the border flavor. It's worked thus far. It's played into their strength, into their advantage. Fusion have not been able to make frequent tags. They've not been able to dictate the tempo. They've not been able to control much of anything in this matchup. Well, that could turn around real quick if Dragon can get the suplex. This is dangerous. Saigon with a little bit of help for his partner illegally. And Dragon drops down on Bandido. Quick cover, couldn't even get one in that exchange. Man, does that say I want to win or not? Some guys will take the 2.5 to rest and regroup. Bandido not leaving anything to chance. I'll tell you what, Matt Saigon is deceptively powerful. He's not very tall, but he's very thick. He's got a lot of mass on his frame, and it's good mass. It's muscle mass. And now Fusion able to make those frequent tags in their own right. And it was slowing down Bandido, shutting down that offense. That really parlayed Fusion into having this advantage. Saigon with that delayed suplex. All that blood rushing to the head of Bandido, and certainly you got too much blood in your head. Your equilibrium's thrown off. You can't really stand properly, let alone run, let alone fly. Dragon now sticking with the plan. The next step to that process, grounding Bandido and focusing on that midsection that was injured at the end of the Super 8 tournament. That's smart scouting by Dragon. Certainly he was watching his DVDs presented to you by Facebook.com/outsourceannouncing. Saigon back in, and you can see, much like Azrieal and Bandido did a moment ago with Dragon, it's Fusion cutting off the ring at its hypotenuse, if you will. But Bandido gets a foot up, cross body to follow through. Saigon able to roll through, however. Here you see that power, that momentum, that leverage that Saigon has, and just dropped him. Samoan drop style. Bandido's body just bows up, and Bandido barely able to slide up that right shoulder in time. And Saigon, once again, you see it's no accident where he's placing Bandido. And check this out, Bandido just a few inches away from Azrieal. Went in desperation, but Saigon cut him off at the pass at the last minute. You saw Dragon a moment ago send Azrieal completely off the apron. No chances taken. Dragon down for the cover. Got a count of 2. And Fusion getting frustrated because I think they could sense their tag team championships, whether they'd admit it or not, are in jeopardy. Dragon with the reverse chin lock. As Gorilla Monsoon would say, he's focusing on where the ramus of the mandible articulates with the mandibular fossa of the temporal bone. Look it up. Bandido gets to a vertical base. That alleviates that leverage and downward pressure that Dragon was presenting. Out of Bandido, and Bandido able to drop Dragon face first out of the corner. And Bandido has a moment's reprieve. With Dragon shaking the cobwebs, can Bandido tag in Azrieal, who is unquestionably the freshest man in this matchup? He does. And now it's Damian Dragon in trouble because the good guy is now legal. And Saigon receives much of the same. Huge cutter, Saigon is down. And now Bandido, heart of a champion, he's back in. In his mind, something to prove after the Super 8. And Bandido launches himself over the top. The Hilo neutralizes Saigon in the ring. Azrieal with a driver for a near fall. Man, what a sensational action there. 1-2 punch from Bandido and Azrieal, less than half a count away from becoming new tag team champions. Saigon from the blind side, but Bandido back in. How are either of these men standing? Down in the corner. And Bandido with a lung blower. And Azrieal loves to go double stomp. Got it! Right between the shoulder blades. We got new tag champions. No. Dragon causing the distraction. I believe Dragon's legal anyway. Great call by the referee. Super kick, German, double pin. Got it now. Near fall situation. I'm not sure if Dragon kicked out or Saigon interrupted the fall. Either way, man, how close was that? You heard the official say Bandido and Saigon out. Dragon and Azrieal are indeed the legal men. Oh no. Saigon pushes Azrieal into Bandido. Bandido got tripped up and crotched. Great maneuver by Fusion DS. You want to talk about great maneuvers? They put many a team away with this. Help put the nail in the coffin of the Midnight Sensations. Azrieal meets the same fate.
ECWA Unified Tag Team Champions, Bandido Dragon,
Well, they may still walk around with that sense of entitlement. They may still have that air of superiority about them. They may still hold a grudge against our management and fans, but the bottom line tonight, they were also the better team and the rightful tag team champions. Damian Dragon and Matt Saigon. What's next for them in this post-sensation world? They're still the unified tag team champions. The best team in ECWA, but man, give it up for Azrieal and Bandido, because they left it all in the ring, and they made Fusion DS earn it here tonight. But that's not the only title match, not by a long shot. So much more still to come tonight.